Welcome back to my channel, Nikki's Scrapbooking Adventures. Today I'm going to work on a layout, and I'm going to be using this Laura's sketch from 2017 right here. So it's got two banners, it's got some hexagons, it's got a little banner down there, and a single photo. I'm going to be working with this photo right here of a lot of ladies at a bachelorette party that I went to. I did pull in additional piece of cardstock that I am going to use as the piece of layering that is here. This was not in my original kit, but that's okay. I'm going to cut it down to 12 by 12. And then I'm also going to gut this paper. The way I gut paper is a little bit different than people usually do. People typically use their trimmer to gut. However, I use an X-Acto knife and my We Are layer guides. These are great for positioning your photo on a mat and getting the perfect edges. So I used the 1/8 measurement here. I posted my photo down on the paper. I then used my guide to butt up and catch the edge of the photo. See how it's standing still? It's caught. And then I used my X-Acto knife on all four edges, so I get a perfect 1/8 mat on my photo. So I'm going to do similar, but this time I'm going to use the entire width of my mat here to cut. And what's great is this actually comes with 3, so I know exactly where to start and stop. Okay. Next side, do the same thing. This time, okay, I'm gonna get that there, and I put this right here. Now this is why I like having the craft mat as my background, because I do a lot of this X-Acto knife cutting when I am gutting papers, matting photos, all that fun stuff. This is a great tool if you love to layer and layer and layer your photos, because you can just pop it on your piece of paper and you're done. So that's completed. Now I'm going to trim my white piece of paper. I think I'm going to do a 1/2 inch on each side. Now I'm going to do a 1/4 inch on 2 sides and see what that looks like. I'm using American Crafts white texture cardstock. I personally don't like the texture side, so I just flip it over and it's not as textured, which is awesome. Okay, so then I think that mat looks good. I can always come back and trim the white cardstock down if I need to. I've got my, excuse my reach, got my photo placed right here. I've got my sketch. So I'm going to be using my main inspiration paper because it kind of reminds me of confetti. I cut it down to, I think it's 2.5, 2.25 by 2, and then I just cut it into 1/6. So this is 2.25 by 6, and then I folded the paper and cut at a diagonal. I actually followed the diagonal pattern on here on both sides, so I knew I got the same angle. Okay. Now the reason I gutted this paper was so that I could use it as the chevron pieces here in my sketch. So I've got a hexagon punch that I'm going to use for those chevrons. This is not the biggest hexagon punch out there. I'm just going to line it up and make some chevrons. I think I want them to be about that big. 1, 2, 3. Okay, I got a little overhang, not a big deal. Just gonna snip it off. I think I actually want to make this one bigger. About halfway. Okay, so there's that chevron in the bottom. Now I'm gonna make some more for the top here. 1, 2, 3. Okay, these are a little bit wider and that's okay. They're not going to be perfect. And this was placed up here, at least on the sketch. Okay, so those are done. I'm going to cut this a little bit off. Boom. Okay, so then these can be moved to the side as extra scraps. That one's done. Okay, so then I pulled in, the reason I'm using that bright pink is because this background has that bright pink stripe and I really, really wanted to use it. So on my sketch, I'm going to make sure that these are going the same way. It's got this and then some paper right here. And this is going to have a border. And then the bottom of this is going to have the same border punch. And this. Okay, I like that so far. I'm going to go grab a border punch real quick. I have 3 different options here. 2 or 3. This one is more like the scallop punch. If you can see in there, right there. This one's a little bit more fancy. I'm thinking this one first, and then this one's my alternate. Okay, so I'm just gonna do some border punching here. I'm gonna grab a scrap piece of paper to punch on so that I can easily just toss it. So let's see here. I'm gonna start in the middle. Man. Okay. And then I'm going to move it over until it fills the gaps in the design on the left. Okay. This is what happens with old punches. They kind of get stuck. So I think I'll need to use some wax paper after this. Okay. I'm going to put it back on this one here. Okay. Next. Just keep on going. Making sure to line up those white spots in the border. Now, with this piece of paper, because it's dotted, it doesn't matter which side I go on. There we go. Just making sure that this is popped up against the side, or on the back, so that it's nice and even. Okay, fill the hole and punch. And then there we go. So I'm left with this piece right here, which is actually kind of an interesting design, right? Okay, and there's my beautiful border. So let's check that against, and you see all of these little pieces now. I can just throw them straight in my trash. I don't have to worry about them really being on my layout. Okay. Ooh, that's really fun. Kind of wish this piece of paper was a little bit darker. Oh, and look at that little... Okay. I like that. I actually like that a lot. I wish there was a... I wonder if I put... I got a couple other pieces of paper here that I can use. Because this is so light, I wonder if I put it on top of this. No. What if I use this piece? It almost needs to be black, so it'll really pop through. Let's try that. Let's try some black. Oh, that's fun. Okay, well, change of plans here. Let's see what this looks like on black. Because this is basil, of course, I have to cut off the branding strip. Okay. So again, 11 3/4 by 11 3/4. Now this is basil, so it is textured. So I'm gonna flip it over so it's not as textured. Okay. I think the black gives it more of a bachelorette party feeling, unlike that white. Because this is a bachelorette party, I think it fits the mood. Look at how that photo pops. I really think the black is the way to go in this case, because it is so bright. Okay, now I have to figure out a title. Put each of these pieces back. Oops, this actually needs to go up a little bit, I think. That goes down here. Those pieces go right here. And that goes there. Okay, and then this goes here. Black, I think, looks great. So this is the sketch so far. And this is my thing. So it looks like in the sketch, they've got a cluster here, and cluster here, along with the title. So I'm going to pull in some of my elements. Let's go take a look at them. Although it does look like there's another piece of paper down there, and that may be just some tucking elements that I'll use. And I'm back. I had to pause this layout for a couple of days. The pressure of creating a live layout was very intense. Didn't expect it. And I lost my mojo. That's alright though. We're gonna keep on moving. So I changed a couple things up in my design. So instead of just a small strip down there that had the same border punch as the cluster in the bottom here, I ended up making, or deciding, I haven't actually adhered it yet, to make it a little bit longer so that my title can rest. Because without something like this, it just kind of gets lost. It covers up hands. If I move it over here, it's not where it's supposed to be. If I were to add my border strip that was super small, it would get even more lost. So I decided to create this cluster base. Now, I just have a binder full of these titles that I've placed in 8.5 by 11 sticker sheets. When I was going through the ephemera packs that were in my kit, I couldn't find anything that I liked. I really wanted to use something sparkly. However, there was just nothing. Could have used black. I would love to use this pink, but again, this story is about a bachelorette party. It's got to be bold and fun. So I chose this Gold Celebrate. My goal is to have 3 clusters. 1, 2, 3. Already, I've got my visual triangle with this dark pink. Here, here, and here. I use just a felt tip pen by Papermate. It says Flare Medium. This is the set of pens that I use most consistently for journaling. If I need my journaling to be smaller, I use a fine liner tip pen. Multicolors. I like this set as well. Okay, very fine line. I always test the color match out on the back of whatever piece of paper I'm using. So you can see my little dot to test to make sure that it was the right color. The other items that were not in my kit, so I pretty much only had one ephemera pack. That was from Rosie Studios. And everything was very watercolor-esque. Yeah, that's really watercolor. To me, watercolor's soft, whimsy, not a bachelorette party mood and feel. So I really had to go dig in my stash. So I pulled some items off my binder, my color binder. And my color binder just pretty much contains all the leftover stickers from other collections that I've used. So I pulled in the teal, the yellow, the pink, the light pink, the dark pink, all of those colors. I tried to get some of this dark blue, but honestly, I don't know that it's gonna work because it's just these tags. And that's okay. You know, I've got dark blue here, I've got dark blue here, there's dark blue in my photo. Not a big deal. I'm just gonna kind of ignore it. I do have some dark blue in this pink paper as well. So this is my idea so far. I think I'm going to zhuzh up this a little bit with some more gold stickers. I picked this piece up, and this is an example of what I use for my binder. I put wax paper on cardstock on both sides and hole punch it. So I purposely picked this up because I didn't have any gold. As you can see, very minimal gold. I am going to actually use this bus. I can't tell which way it goes, which actually works in my favor. I think I'm going to set it right there because the wheel sits perfectly. Then, let's see. Now I'm thinking I need something right here. Like there's a weird space right here. I don't... Because everything else is kind of tapering off. I'm okay with this right here. If I put something in front of it, I think it'd be weird. So maybe I put... Let's see. Maybe I use the heart. Okay. Let's see. I didn't want to adhere everything down yet. Can you tell it's a heart? Kind of. Let's see about... Oh, that actually makes it better. Oh, here we go. Well, that's too tall though. Smile. I could just... There we go. That's the one. That's okay. Okay. So I know I'm going to use this one. That's cool. I'm going to make sure that's adhered in the exact spot I want it because the wheel is going in between my first... letters on my first. Okay, that's perfect. I'm gonna get some Tombow Mono Liquid Aqua. I am running out. No surprise. I'm not going to adhere anything behind this, so that will be done. Okay, so I need to put this, let's flip this over because I do want to adhere this first because the smile is going to go behind it. Let's put it right there. Perfect. Okay, and then smile. And I'm going to put some more adhesive on this here. Lay that down so I can pick this up. See how easy that comes off the wax paper? So easy. Okay. So the smile's not going to be really seen, but the camera is, and that's the important part, right? So that is there-ish. This thing is super sticky on the back, which, darn it. You know, I'm going to put this aside. Okay. Using my mat to help me align, because I cut this specifically. Oh yeah, buddy. Okay, so that's down. Woo! Okay, this guy next. Put a little bit more adhesive on him because he's not sticking. I don't know why stickers are he's. I just realized that. But they are now. Okay, that's done. I'm going to use my tacky glue to make sure, because this is a fine line. That's fine line, but it doesn't quite get where you want it to go. I really hope my head's not in here. It probably is. Okay, that's done. Let's see about right here. Okay, so that cluster's pretty much done. Got everything down that I need to get down. Maybe rub this one out a little bit because it ripped. And that's okay. Oops, here we go. Got stuff sticking up now. A little dot. That's done. Okay. These I don't mind sticking up, not a big deal. Oh yeah, buddy. Okay, so now that I've used that, I need to use some of this stuff here. That's the same color. Definitely not that, not that, not that. So, we are down to this piece. And I've got some stuff here too from, there we go. I want the yellow for sure. I think these are hilarious. Maybe put this right here. I don't know if I'm in camera or not, sorry. Oh, what if I put it, well, let's see. We don't really want it floating. So there's one. Let's see if I can get, well, I can't pull that up because it is stuck. Whoops. Whoops, whoops. Oh, here we go. Here is a way to get that color in right there. That's from the ephemera pack. Okay. If you don't know what to do, move on to something you know what to do with. So I lifted this up with my tool. I'm going to adhere this real quick. Trying to get one dot below. And then I'm going to put this up in here after I add some adhesive. Let's just do this one. I like the Tombow Mono because it allows you to move your paper. And that quick dry, whatever it's called, does not. So I'll put this under here. Sneak it under there. Okay. And put a row of dots between my title. And there. And that is done. And down. And I like that. It brings some consistency from here to here. I do think I need something up here though in this color. So I will look into that to get my 3 spots. Okay, I've got, let's see. Oh, here we go. Let's put that right there to cover up the edges because I don't like when those edges are like that. And then I'll put my other set, I'm thinking, my other set of drinks. And my other yellow drink right on top of that. Let's see, right? Right there. Perfect. Doom, doom, doom. So I got my yellows. That's done. Now let's put on something on top of that because it's not really the same vibe that I'm going for. That's all right. That's all right. What's this? That's purple. This is the purple. Purple, 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 purple. Purple. I almost wish it was going the opposite way. So I am going to cut this. Boom. And flag this. Okay, right. There. Done. Woohoo! So that can go under here, which can cover this awkward spot right there. Let's just check. Will it cover it? If I can pick it up. There it is. Let's see. Oh yeah. That'll look good. Like that. Nope, it won't look good. That's okay, but that's the length I need it, right? So let's see. Cut it off here. Boom. Let's check it again. Yep, right there. That's perfect. Okay. Let's do, well, should I do it up here instead? Let's check that out. Oh, yeah. That looks better. Because everything is touching then. I think that's what makes it better. Everything is touching. Okay, so I got gold, gold, gold. So that's good. I've got light purple here. Light purple, light purple. That's good. Teal, teal. Need teal here. So I have this. I've got some of this. I got a random flamingo. They put random stuff in these ephemera packs lately. I don't get it. I just don't get it. Let's see. I got that. I got that. I could do the best place and put it like right here. No. 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 That is not gonna happen. Oh, I forgot I had these teal hearts. I wonder where that teal heart went that I had. Okay. Let's try right there. Do I like that? Let's move it. I'm trying to block some of that. Okay, there we go. Yep, that's where that's going. Okay, so teal, 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 dark pink, dark pink, dark pink, yellow, 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 light pink, light pink, light pink. Perfect. I think that I'm pretty much done. I do really want to use these cute little, I do want to use these cute little stickers here, if I can pick them up. Let's get rid of this guy. That guy's not gonna happen. Let's see here. Okay, big heart can go right there. Let's put a little heart here and a little heart here. Perfect. Okay, let's use, I'm tempted to just use all of these. Whatever, let's do it. Let's do, I don't think I would ever use these in any other situation. So, oops, well, that one broke. So I guess I'm not using that one. Let's try this little star. Oops. Little star, little star. Little star, little star. Boom. And big star, big star. Big star, big star. Okay, so this one, oh shoot, that had two mediums. That's alright. Let's try. That needs a big old, well, maybe I should put that there instead. No. Big one. That's perfect. Medium can go right there. And small. It's cut all the little ones, didn't it? That is alright though. Let's put it right here. Okay. Yay. So, I mean, I pretty much used all of them. I probably won't use those other two, but we'll see what happens. I'll still keep them and I'll put them back in. Now I do have these. I could get more of that teal in there. But I already have 3. Yeah, so I won't use these because I've got 3 of those. I'm going to call this done. My style is simply embellished, not over embellished. So let's just check to make sure we have all the colors we need. We got yellow, teal, purple, dark pink, gold. Yeah, I'm gonna call this done. Thanks for watching, guys. This is my first live scrap video, so I appreciate your patience with me, and have a wonderful day. Don't forget to hit that like button if you enjoyed this video, seeing my thought process behind creating this layout.